How you doing, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So we're cracking on with the van. Obviously, if you watched the last video, well, the first video we cleaned it all up because it'd been sat for like a year, and then we had the engine knock, didn't we? So we changed the bottom end bearings, the crankshaft bearings, basically top and bottom. Started it up, no more rod knock. I was like, happy days. We have completed a thing. Now we can get it for an MOT and go out and camp in it or sell it or whatever we want to do with it. Not sure yet. Went to take it to the MOT place just a minute ago after the second or third start when it didn't knock. Drove to the petrol station, put some diesel in it, started knocking again. I was like, oh, gutted. So got to the MOT place and mate says, I don't want to really rev that up. He said, that's your camshaft bearings and your lifters that are worn. So we need to do that now. Obviously, we can't have it too easy, can we? Don't have it too easy. That's something to do. So we've got to take this off, take the timing belt off and all that. Get the cam out. I think it's a cam, only one cam on this. It's not a race car, is it? So yeah, take the cam out, change the bearings, change the lifters, put the timing belt back on, maybe even do the timing belt whilst we're here. Have a look at it, see how bad it is. Apparently it's been done, but you know what people are like, no evidence, so it just says it's been done. So I might have a look at that. But yeah, I'm going to crack on with this and start tearing the top of the engine down. So we've done the bottom, now we're doing top. And hopefully then, that is it. And we have a van that works. That's a bit dirty. But yeah, it happens. Can't have it too easy. Let's go. Read of you. Right, chickens. First problem. I've WD-40'd them. All of these bolts, all Torx bits, are rusty as hell. Those two are the only two that I've managed to crack loose so far. All of these, look at the state of them. So I'm going to have to drill them, easy out them or something. But there's ones back here, underneath this, obviously the top bit that I can't get to anyway, and they're probably rusty as well. So I'm going to start taking all these bits off, the EGR, exhausts, and I don't know what the hell this diesel rubbish is. Try to take as much of this off out the way so I can get to these bolts, and if I have to drill them, which I'm pretty sure I do because they're kaput. Good start, easy job. Right, we're going to change of plan because every single bolt on this engine, I've just tried to take out this little flap thingy bolt. That's literally just, I couldn't even get the Torx bit in. It was an Allen bolt. So I hammered a Torx bit in, a bigger one. Got like 3 turns and then that snapped. Obviously all them bolts are rusty. Everything on this engine, yeah, every bolt on it is destroyed. I mean, just look at this for an example. Can you see, where is it? Look at the end of this. What is this here? That. What kind of a bolt is that? It's just mush. So, change of plan. We're going to pull the bumper off. Already started taking off panels. Take the radiator and all that off. Take the engine out. Buy a PD130 from a Golf or whatever, or a Fabia. Put that in. And easy, job done. Right, I'm going to put it on the ramp before I take the bumper and that off, because it's going to be easier getting all exhaust stuff and all that out. And it still runs because we've only got a couple of bits off, but it still runs. Right, done a thing. Tell you what, that bumper is an absolute joke to get off. What a mission. Been on it for about an hour and a half. All these bolts are from a bumper. Do we need 10,000 bolts to hold a bumper on? I don't think we do. But yeah, I finally got it off. Obviously, core support, that big old, what do you call it, crash bar rail thing, I don't know what it's called, radiator support, that's coming off as well. And then you got the whole engine right there. Whip it out, put a new one in. A lot of cleaning to do. It is crust. I think while we're doing this, depending on fundage obviously, this is a T5 pre-facelift or whatever, the old one basically, innit? You can get many aftermarket bumpers and stuff for these, and you can get the T5.1 I think it's called, which is like the newer front ends of all the T5. So might see how much dollars they are and facelift it. And I think you get new headlights and stuff with it, because these are a bit, they're alright to be fair, but I don't know if they'll work with a T5.1. We shall find out. We'll have a little Google and see what it says. But for anyway, don't worry about that in a minute. We're not on bumpers. We need to make the engine work first. Don't worry about it. Even though making a big deal. Radiator on that headlight is the bolts basically kaput. Tried screwing it out, but I need to get an easy out on it to get that out, so I'll get the headlight out, but it don't really matter because the whole thing's going back anyway, but I'll get it out just because it's done. Anyway, there's an engine. Just need to whip it out and put a new one in. Easy as that. We'll take this off and makes it a bit easier as well. But yeah, it's a lot easier to work on when it's like that, isn't it? What, 3 hours out of my life? And we've got it stripped right down. Ain't so bad. Obviously, when we got the engine out as well, we can give it a good old wire wheel and clean it as well, because that is a crusty old subframe. Yeah. Let's get some scrubbing done. I wonder what these are. Just chunks of metal, like a chunk of metal. Some kind of a mount. Right, my beauties, I'm back from Germany, just on the Nürburgring. If you haven't seen that, go check out the channel. On previous videos, we've done all this good stuff. But we're cracking on with the van. The dreaded van. We've left it here for ages, because obviously we've been working on Sam's Skyline, trying to get that ready for the Nürburgring, which obviously was a big fat fail. If you don't know, watch the videos. My car was banging around the ring. Only problem was, is I'm a bit low on tyre now, so we need to get some new tyres. But that's part of racing, isn't it? You go for your tyres fast. But anyway, we're going to get this engine out today, hopefully. It's pretty much ready to rock. All you need to do is connect all the harness and stuff and other bits that we need to disconnect and whip them out. Let's do it. Okay, I think I've disconnected everything that I need to from the engine, like basically anything that's touching, connected to the chassis of the car. I've disconnected, I'm hoping. Looks like I have, but we shall see when we start lifting the engine up. Obviously it's ready to rock and roll. Just need to get the old hoist hooked up to the balancer and we can whip it out. Right, I need to wait for Ant because I need to take the bonnet off because it's a bit close to jacking it up. So when he gets here, we'll take the bonnet off and then we'll get him out. It is free. Ant's arrived for the help. But yeah, he's rocking on his own. Look. Hang on a minute, what we caught on here? That was a little weird brackety thing. Scratching up my power steering line. Right, 2 Ant's job, goodbye. He is out. Comes out relatively easy when you disconnect everything properly, not like us. But yeah, let's start stripping it down. Engine stripping. I've just extracted all the valve cover bolts because as you've seen on the pictures, I've shown you them all. They were all kaput. They had no thread in them, nothing. So I just used literally just this cheapy ass extractor kit. They get 15 quid from Screwfix. Works a treat. Right, let's get the valve cover off and change the camshaft. As you may see, I am going to try and save this engine because they were the biggest problem, the valve cover bolts, but they were quite easy to extract, to be honest. I was being a right girl, but you couldn't get to these ones in here with that intake being on, and you can take it off in the car, but I wanted to do with the timing belt and water pump and everything, so I thought it's easy to pull the engine because it was literally, well, a couple hours job, and now I can clean it all up, do what I need to on it and wang it back in if it's all good. So let's get the valve cover off and change the camshaft. I would do that. Here we are, down to the camshaft. Took all the caps off, camshaft caps. Thing is, obviously it's knocking like hell. We can hear it, we've all heard it. Bearings don't look devastatingly rubbish, but hey, let's open the other camshaft up. We'll see what we got with it. So yeah, they're just dirty. I mean, I've touched them all, but they were just silver. Not many scratches. I don't know why it's banging so much. Maybe it's that's worn. It's the lobes apparently, but we'll see. So we'll look at the what do you call it, lifters underneath as well. They can wear. Right, camshaft's out. Camshaft looks fine. I'm going to change it. Obviously, I've already bought it, but all the lifters look fine. They're a bit scratched up. They're not great, but the last one, look. Focus. Yeah, that one's got a hole in it. I mean, that one's pretty worn as well. Would that make that much noise? Let me know in the comment section if you know, because this is my first time doing this. I believe the kit comes with new lifters. Hope so, because I ain't got any more. Right, let's get the new kit out. All the stuff we got. Got a new camshaft. new lifters, new tensioner pulley, new idler, new water pump and a new belt. And you get your bearings with it for the obviously the camshaft, a gasket, some bolts, new bolts instead of reusing them ones I suppose. And one of them thingamajigers. Camshaft seal. Right, let's chuck some new bearings in I suppose. What I did do, because I'm a muppet, took this off the wrong way and I snapped this, so I'm gonna have to get a new one of these, which is ideal. This bolt would not come off. There was a bolt on the other side, but yeah, that's broke. So then you get a new one of them, which I think's like an alternator tensioner or something like that. I don't know. We'll Google it in a bit. And you can see the bearings on here, look, focus. They are pretty worn. That's not oil, that's actually scratched. So they definitely need doing. Got clamps gun. The valve cover's just on resting at the minute. I'm going to get a new seal and some new bolts just because obviously them ones are destroyed. Starting on the timing, done a tensioner, doing this one now. And then I'll whip off this, which will impact, I don't have enough battery a minute ago, so I'll fully charge my big battery and hopefully that whips it off. We can get the harmonic balancer off and then change the actual belt itself. Okay, my little beauties, we've got all the engine pretty much together now. All the timing's obviously done, cover's on, just torqued down the harmonic balancer. I'm waiting on that thing that I broke, that power steering alternator even bracket pulley thingy, and I've just got in new valve cover bolts, but these are actually bolts, not Torx screws, which is why we had to drill out every single bolt, and a new valve cover gasket. So we'll wang that on and give the engine a jet wash, the engine bay a jet wash, and then we can chuck it back in. Right, continuation. Van engine is assembled. Timing's all done. New camshaft, as you know. All the bits are put back on. Intake and exhaust. Blah, blah, blah. We didn't even take the exhaust off, did we? But exhaust manifold. Let's put it back in this hole. As you can see, I have cleaned up all the subframe. Just wire wheeled it and just put some Hammerite Director Rust stuff, and just give the engine bay a jet wash. That is it. We're going to put the engine back in. Plumb it all back in and hopefully the thing works. Hey Sam, yo! Sam's assisting and then we're cracking on with old crusty Skyline. Put it in the van. Okay, he's up in the air. Obviously I've bought a new alternator pulley thingy, which I broke last time because I tried to take this bolt off at the back of here, which doesn't come off, it's part of the thing. So we'll hang that on while the engine's out, it's easier. Ta-da, engine is in. Drive shaft and that's on this side. All the mounts are on. Got one bolt to get in. Up, right down there. You see it? See it right there. In to tighten him up for the right hand side mount. But oh, this one and that's in, and the left one and the back one right at the back, obviously. Yeah, going to plumb it all in and see if it works. We've finally fixed the oil leak coming from that oil filter housing. I ended up having to buy a new one, as you can see, shiny. I've had that off, what is it, 4 times. This is the 5th time putting it on. Finally, obviously, the old oil filter housing must have had a crack in it or something, because I gasket sealed the crap out of it and it still leaked. But yeah, that's on now, it don't leak. Obviously the front end's gone back on. It all but starts and runs. Booty. Shazam! Obviously the bumper's not on properly because I need to repair this headlight because Sam's an animal and he snapped the bracket. And I broke the brackets, taking them off. 3 out of the 4, and then we had one on and it was like, oh, that'll be fine, and then Sam broke the final bracket, so I need to repair. I'm going to make like a little metal bracket to hold the headlight on because I can't bother to spend 270 quid on new headlights. And we need these little tiny clip things for the clutch line, which like literally these just pop in, stupid things. When you focus, there you go, and then you just push like these little stupid clips in. So one on that side and then one going down into the clutch sleeve. What else do we need? Oh, T-piece that I've already ordered, which is Goes from this coolant line basically to that, and then there's another bit that goes down there somewhere. Yeah, it's basically a T-piece. This thing, and another of the ends come off so it snaps. So we need one of them. We ordered that, and then we can fill it with coolant. But it starts and runs just a bit crusty. Obviously, when we start once he's working and MOT'd the bad boy, start cleaning all this rust up and wrap the bottom with some ink and do whatever. Ledge. Start! Hey! Right guys, that is it for this van for the minute. I moved over here because it's a bit loud. I know it's been about a year basically I've been doing this van, on and off, because I've been doing lots of different projects. You've probably seen through the video, I've got different cars here, different projects going on. The van clutch slacer, then there was the last thing we had to get because that nipple basically worn off and we couldn't bleed this clutch, we couldn't drive it. So yeah, I'm going to carry on with the van stuff in another video, like all the making it into a nice van, like sorting all the paint out, getting all the electrical wired in. But like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and I'll catch you next one.